Okay, so part 3 of today, if you so choose to watch, is, and you can go back and watch the previous 2 if you kind of want to know what I'm talking about a little bit, is I'm going to talk about ask today. Asking. Years and years ago, I used to be in direct sales. I don't know where I'm going to sit. And so I sold jewelry and I sold clothing. And while I didn't have a downline, I was really terrible at getting people to sign up underneath me. I just couldn't. I could get shows. My calendar was booked solid. I was doing anywhere, and keep in mind, I was a single mom a lot of that time. And so to do 2, 3, 4 shows a week was huge because I was also toting my son along. A few times I was able to leave him with people, and situations changed off and on. But I had no problem filling my calendar because I asked, and I didn't feel bad about asking. But when I started owning my own business, I struggled with asking. Somehow it felt selfish. And I never wanted anybody to feel like the only reason I was talking to them is because I wanted something from them, because that's a pet peeve for me. And it's embarrassing, I can think of a couple situations where I thought people really liked me as a person and they were getting together with me and we were having coffee or breakfast or lunch or, whatever we were doing. I thought they were doing it because they liked me, but we also happened to be doing business together. But because life is ebbs and flows, when that business ended, they no longer needed my services, or I was no longer giving my services, it became crickets. They no longer had time to go out. They no longer had time to talk to me on the phone. They no longer had time for coffee or, chatting or anything like that. And that was really embarrassing to realize that, oh, wow, it really was just about they needed me. And so I never wanted people to feel that way, and which is why I struggle with asking. But I've been challenging myself to ask. So today, again, this is the reason it's part 3. When I was at the optometrist today, and I have, I do a magazine now, and I'm trying to get the word out, and I'm not doing advertising. I want it to be word of mouth for a very specific reason. And I decided to take some extra magazines with me, just one of each issue. I put it in my car, and but I was like, you know what? I'm not going to bring it up. But she brought it up, and so we started talking about the magazine, and she asked lots and lots and lots of questions. And I always keep a copy, my personal copy in my purse of the most recent. So I pulled it out, and she looked at it, and she was like, I really like it. And so then I thought, you know what? I'm just going to ask. And I said, I don't remember what I said, but I asked her if she wanted to have some magazines for her office to put in the front. And she said yes. She ended up buying 4 magazines from me. And I was like, why am I so embarrassed to ask? And I think it's a mindset. And so I would love to know your thoughts on that. Are you afraid to ask? Or I know there's some people who do. They just come in. I know one lady, I love her to death, but she will bulldoze you. She comes in and she actually doesn't ask. She just tells you. And she tells everybody around her, you're getting this, you're getting this, you're getting this, you're getting this, and this, and this. And I actually really like her, but we are totally opposite personalities. So she has no problem asking, and she does very well in her business. But I can't do it that way. I'm not like that. I don't go around and ordering people to buy something. So I'm just interested, what do you do in asking? And are you afraid to ask? And if not, how do you ask? I would love to hear your thoughts. All right, thanks. Bye.